Hi everyone, this is Alexander Antsipov, and in this video I'm going to show how to create a mobile application which is integrated with Ethereum blockchain. To start working with Ethereum, we have to install some additional software. The first one will be MetaMask Google Chrome extension, which will store our accounts, deploy smart contract, and so on. After installation, we can create our own Ethereum account, so this is my one, copy address and connect to Ethereum network. Right now I connect to linked by Ethereum test network, but of course I can connect to main Ethereum network too. To deploy smart contract on Ethereum network, my account has to have some amount of Ethers, and I can get them on faucetrinket.io, just providing my account address. It is expected that we already have account, our account has some amount of tokens, and now we can deploy our smart contract on Ethereum network. Now on my screen you see the simplest Ethereum smart contract with name storage, and this contract allows us to store some value into Ethereum and then retrieve it. Let's compile it and then we can publish. Let's select environment, injected Web3 and press deploy. I have to confirm my operation, and then I have to wait some amount of time. My contract is deployed and now I can test it. So first let's store some value, for example 4. Since we are going to store some data into Ethereum, we have to pay some amount of Ethers for that. So let's confirm this operation. And when operation is finished, this process, by the way, we can track on linked by Etherscan.io TX. And now let's retrieve. So we get 4 as a response of our operation. And now let's create a mobile application which will allow us to store some data into Ethereum and then read this data. So go to Aper.io. Aper offer two ways how to work with Ethereum. The first way is server-side integration via API Express. For that we have to create new project and then we can create custom service, define logic of your service, and to integrate with Ethereum you can use Ethereum component. So in this video I will not cover server-side integration. More about it you can read in our documentation. So let's close, and I'm going to show a client-side integration. Let's create new project, Ethereum app, then run API Express generator, select Ethereum project, don't forget to enable Ethereum support, and press refresh. Now let's create a UI of our application. Open screen 1. To work with Ethereum network we have to have an account and API Express generator imported set of services, and one of them is create an account. This method accepts one parameter as a request password. This password will be used to encrypt generated private key, and response contain account address. Now let's add logic of creating account and showing account address. For that we need a button. The text of the button will be create account. Also we have to have password, and let's add text component for showing generated account address. Next step, we have to add data source, create account, change request mapping, map input value on request, so it will be our password, and response mapping. Here we will map account address on text field. Specify that this data source will be invoked after clicking on button, and we can test. Application is ready, and let's create our account. Provide password 123, and here we can see our account address. Now let's invoke retrieve function of our smart contract. For that, let's add another button with text retrieve. Then let's add variable numGet with type number. We will show the value of this variable after clicking on retrieve button. Let's add text component, and add code of invoking retrieve function. We will use TypeScript. Then let's say that we have to invoke service. We can copy up client ETH call. This service is responsible for calling function of smart contract. Service accepts method name and parameters as the parameters. So let's come back to screen 1 and provide service name. Data of our service will be just method name, and when our method will return data, we have to set data into value get variable. We still can't invoke our service because also we have to provide a configuration of our smart contract in app client ETH settings. One of them is a host, and you can set up client which will work with Ethereum network on your own hardware, or use some third-party services. For example, I use Infura.io. I created a project here. You can see number of calls to my smart contract. But what is the most important for me right now? I can get a host of the client Ethereum network. So here I have to specify my test network, ring by, and can copy and specify this value as a host. Then I have to provide address of smart contract, which I can get in Remix, and API specification of my smart contract, which I can get again in Remix. And only now I can test how our application works. Let's press retrieve. If you remember, we store 4 as the value of our variable in smart contract, and now we get it as a result. That is all of what I wanted to show in this video. Thanks for watching.